German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock told the summit participants she was confident that the European Union would advance Ukraine's bid to join the bloc next month at a summit seen as a key milestone in Kiev's efforts to integrate with the West. Presenting EU enlargement as a geostrategic necessity, Baerbock said that the 27-nation bloc also needed to plough ahead with tedious internal reforms to be able to function with 30-plus members. Polish Foreign Minister Zbigniew Rau disagreed with the German analysis and said ahead of the meeting that his country believed the accession process of new countries does not require any change of treaties or any institutional reforms of the type being pushed for by Germany and France.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, in the present very insecure international environment, we need a speed process of accession of the Western Balkan countries, of course, of Ukraine and Moldova. We in Poland strongly believe that the accession process does not require any change of treaties, any institutional reform of the European Union, because the legal framework that is being offering right now by the treaties is absolutely fit for the enlargement process. So, moreover, we are strongly convinced that the principle of unanimity guarantees strong support of each and every country for the EU initiatives. In terms of improvement of Georgian democracy, in terms of rule of law, Georgia is making a considerable progress here. But we have some, how should I put it, expectations concerning some political issues at home, for example, future of the former president, Mr. Saakashvili, the condition of his health, and so on and so on. So there is some room for improvement, so to speak. But certainly, I strongly believe that Georgia deserves a warm welcome to the European family.
EU leaders will decide at a summit on December the 14th and 15th whether to grant Ukraine the formal start of membership talks, which for Kyiv is a top priority on a par with Western military aid and financial support.
I will raise with my fellow colleagues the point that among many policies that the European Union is implementing, we need a new, strong, consolidated EU policy on cooperation of defense industries of EU countries and candidate countries, because we see that in order to defend itself, in order to resolve conflicts and deter aggressions in Europe, efforts in the area of defense industry need to be stepped up. And this specific policy of cooperation of defense industry should become one of the pillars of the common security and defense policy of the European Union. I think that the reaction of the European Union and the way the European Union handled the Russian aggression against Ukraine since last February taught the Union a lot, and the European Union showed that it can do much more. So we have to move from maintain status quo and react to shape status quo and be proactive. And this is the added value that Ukraine can bring to the future of the European Union.
The Executive European Commission will issue a report on the 8th of November assessing progress towards EU membership by Ukraine and other hopefuls including Moldova, Georgia and Western Balkan states.